MG has launched the Majestor, and to talk more about it, I have with me Mr. Anurag Mehrotra. Anurag, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Now, first question about Majestor. Where do you place it in the segment? What is the customer for Majestor, consumer for customer?
Great. So that's a fabulous question, Mugdha. We spend a lot of time understanding the different product segments that exist. One of the segments that we looked at, which has not been disrupted for a very long period of time, is the D-sized cars. These are 4.8 meters and above. And when we spend inordinate amount of time with these customers, we realized there were three things that were so-called the unmet needs of these customers. The first one was that they wanted a product of a certain size because it reflects a certain road presence, it reflects the status of where they come from. So the size matters a lot. Second thing that was an unmet need was sophisticated interiors. If I'm paying top dollars, I want to make sure that the interiors are plush and the fit and finish is very, very premium. The third thing that they were missing was true blue 4x4 capability. After the COVID, there's been a lot of consumers who've started going for experiential drives, either on their own, either with their friends and family. And when they go on these experiential drives, they do want to have the 4x4 capability on tap. Today, what are they doing? They are either ending up buying a product that has the size but does not necessarily have the sophistication or the capability of a 4x4. On the other hand, when they move up the price band, they end up buying a luxury product which may have the capability and may have the sophistication, but they lack the size of a D-sized car. So therefore, there is a sweet spot that exists between where you say, hey, we are going to offer you the D-sized SUV, we will give you sophisticated interiors, and we will give you the true blue 4x4 capability that you will experience today. And I'm sure these consumers will come back and look for exactly this kind of a product.
To be honest, this is a segment where one product actually rules. It has good brand presence, good brand recognition, and a very solid perception amongst its customers. How are you going to compete in that very tough segment, and what are your expectations in terms of numbers?
I think that's a fair point. I think that also creates its own opportunity. When you have a one-horse race, the ability to disrupt is much higher, and we think, having spent time with consumers of that brand and of other brands in that segment, it is very evident that what the consumers are today seeking is not getting met because the products have not evolved with time. Today, the consumers in India are saying they want sophisticated interiors. They want true blue, not claimed. They want true blue 4x4 capability, which is available on tap. And for us, that is the opportunity that we are bringing and hoping that consumers will respond to that. And we are able to disrupt the market exactly like we did when we launched the Windsor.
All right. Now, let's look at the company and MG as a brand. You have now been, there's been some amount of time that
yes.
You have now settled in with MG. Where is JSW MG going? Because we believe JSW is launching their own brand as well. So what is the partnership looking like right now?
So on the JSW Motors front, I think it's best that question is answered by JSW. As far as JSW MG is concerned, there is phenomenal amount of commitment from both shareholders, SAIC and JSW. Each brings a tremendous amount of strength to the joint venture. SAIC has the depth of automotive knowledge and technology, whereas JSW is fabulous in terms of manufacturing excellence and cost efficiency. So we've got the right ingredients to be able to make a powerful story, and that has got manifested in 2025. If you look at the industry grew 5 to 6%, we grew on a retail basis by 35%, we grew wholesales by 18%, and we grew our top line, which is the calendar year, by 27%. So the JV is off to a very good start, and I think with the products that we have lined up, including the Majestor, we are quite convinced that this will be a transformative year for JSW MG.
What about investments? Do you have commitment for more investment in MG?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the board has approved a product plan. The capex that we will spend would be essentially spent in three areas. The first is, of course, product. The second is the expansion of Halol. And third will be the localization that we are driving. And that's a huge theme within the organization. We are spending a disproportionate amount of our time in driving deeper localization of our products.
Okay.
Windsor, for example, in the last 18 months has already tripled the amount of localization that it has done. And we have a clear line of sight of high double-digit localization on the Windsor.
If I may ask, what are these areas of localization? What is the kind of raw material that you are able to localize, and what is your target for the next batch?
I think outside of the cells, which today is not possible to localize, every other part is on the table. So battery packs we've already done, wiring harnesses we've done, body in white we've done, stamping parts we've done, seats we are done. So there is enough sort of commodities and parts that we've started to localize, and that is also getting reflected in the fact that local supplier base is kind of increasing now. We are adding more suppliers in the supplier park. The intent is clearly to be able to become, like I said, a leading automotive brand in the new energy space.
And all the things that you said are more on the hardware side. Is there some possibility of localization on software side as well?
That's right. So even if you look at Summit, the partnerships that we are doing with Jio is a great example of where the infotainment systems, portions of the infotainment systems have been localized through partnerships. I think that really is going to be the key to unlock, because software allows you to build revenue models on top of the software and data, and that can then get monetized for value creation for customers, for dealers, and for the organization.
What is the thought right now, considering JSW is bringing a brand? Will JSW MG and that brand have an understanding of leaving space for each other, or will you be competing like Hyundai and Kia do? What is the plan there?
I think the going in model would be something similar to what Hyundai and Kia do, and there are enough groups in the world in the automotive space. It is a standard operating procedure. There are multiple brands that exist to cater to multiple, for multiple sort of consumer cohorts that you can serve. To me, that would be there. Will there be synergies for manufacturing, engineering, and sourcing? That is something that is yet to be discussed.
Okay, you know, when this deal happened, there was a commitment of one product every 6 months on an average, and we know that you have a strong pipeline. Let's first talk about the pipeline for this year. What is your product pipeline looking like right now?
So I think, like we mentioned at the auto show also, in 2025 we've launched 3 products, which is roughly one every 4 months. We launched the Windsor Long Range, we launched the M9 and the Cyberster, which are both off to flying start. And this year we are intending to bring about between 3 to 4 products. More later on it, but the big one, the first one, is the beautiful Majestor that is right behind you.
So a lot of new products coming in. What is your market share target?
So today, so target is a function of what products you bring and the consumer's response. Last year we finished at about 26% market share in the EV segment. This 2025 we finished at 30%. So 2024 we were at 26%. 2025 we finished at 30%. So the idea should be, our intent is to always grow faster than the industry. In 26 we expect the industry to grow in the high single digits or early double digits. I'm confident that with our plans, we should be able to grow faster than the industry.
And there was also an emphasis on NEVs, which includes EVs, hybrids and plug-in hybrids. When are we seeing any development on hybrids and plug-in hybrids?
Very soon you will get to hear about that as well.
So can we expect them to come this year?
You can expect a lot of things, but the products will come, and we would be happy to share the news with you as we kind of reveal.
All right, Anurag. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Mugdha. Thank you.